Hypercast.
Hypercast. Is that what you wanted?
That's the intro, the official intro to the Hypercast. Is Dutch doing a stupid echo? What's up, everybody? The game has released. If you are new here, this is Dutch Butters Gaming. That's Dutch Butters right there with the helmet. If you watch our Helldivers content, thanks for jumping in on here on Jumpspace.
I'm Dutch Butters, and this is Salty.
Hello.
The voice of the channel.
Yes. We love Jumpspace. We've been playing since the demo came out a couple months back.
Yeah.
We've had a chance to speak with Groove, who is the representative of Keepsake Games, the developer of the game. And we got some special shit from them, which was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, we got a
nothing major, nothing game changing.
No.
We just got a fancy little helmet with a camera on it. That's our GoPro helmet. And it says press on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It was very kind of the developers.
And it flashes
so like, subscribe,
comment,
Love
across the thing. Yeah, it's kind of
good stuff. So that's fun. I do want to say that the developers have been very forthcoming and very transparent.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew that this is an early release game. There was going to be a couple issues. And
it's an early release game.
There's small issues, but they're jumping on it.
You expect to have issues,
right,
when you're playing an early release of a game. Early release, I learned this from reading something not too long ago. When you release a game on Steam for early release, their requirements are that it needs to be 65% complete, I believe is what I read.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So yeah, it's an early release game.
It feels more than 65%,
but it feels like a 93.2% game. You know what I'm saying? It's I personally haven't had any issues with anything in this game so far.
Right.
I know that the Xboxers are going to say it's something different and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, that is true. Yeah,
but you know, there's a lot of things that they need to probably do.
I don't know if this was my fault for assuming, but when they said that it was coming out on PC and Xbox, I assumed it would be crossplay.
Automatically assumed, yeah.
That was just my first thought. It's like, oh, it's crossplay. Fuck yeah, let's go. It is not, which was that was a big bummer for me because we got a couple guys in our chat that are Xboxers, and I was looking forward to jumping in with them, but we couldn't. Yeah,
we can't play with them.
That was a bummer. I think and I hope that that's going to change fairly soon. But that being said, the game itself is super fun. It's just as good, if not better. As the demo when we played it, it's got more mission types.
It's better. It's got more zones. There's more mission types. There's more enemies.
Yeah,
two ships
now.
Two ships.
So the first ship you get is kind of like a Millennium Falcon type.
It's the same ship from the demo.
Yeah, the same ship from the demo. It's 2 floors. You get a galley, a little pizza maker and a bar, and then you got your actual like engineering components, your engines, your shields, and all that stuff. The dynamic, the team play aspect of the game is some of the most fun I've had with a squad, because you really do have to have individual roles.
Yeah.
I love being a pilot.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if somebody else is in charge.
I'm flying this ship.
If somebody else wants to call the shots and tell us where to go and whatnot. I treat it very much like, okay, we're on the freaking Delta Flyer. I'm Tom Paris and you're freaking Captain whatever the hell. And we're going out there and having an adventure. That's kind of my mindset when I play this game. But you got a guy in the back who's taking care of the engines and making sure the place doesn't burn down. And then you got 1 or 2 guys that go out there and gather shit and go help fight.
Right.
It's such a very, very well-rounded team-based game that I have
and that's the thing. It is a team-based game, and I think people are going to have to get used to, when they're in a full squad, to assigning roles of what people need to do, because one of the things that I really don't like about the game, and it's just because that we're all new and haven't played a whole lot, that it's been my experience with my guys, is that everybody wants to do everything.
Right.
And there's not a lot of communication sometimes because people just start doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
And it gets confusing. So like, I'm getting ready to do one thing, but then I look up and there's somebody who's already on this rock that's a mile away doing stuff that I think needs to be done later.
Yeah.
You know, and Meanwhile, you got fighter ships coming at you, and somebody's going to go, "You want to go find the gnome?" It's like, okay, but we need to figure this stuff out.
So for the lower difficulties, you can get away with a lot as far as like not really having a lot of communication. Everybody can kind of go do their own thing, and you'll win because it's fairly easy. But when you get up to the higher difficulties and you don't have a good team dynamic, you will fail. Because there needs to be a guy making sure the ship doesn't blow up.
Needs to be a pilot.
There needs to be a pilot.
Needs to be an engineer
keeping you out of shit, out of the trouble. And then there needs to be one or two guys that are actually doing the objectives to help get things moving.
Needs to be some guys going out there collecting the things and finding the stuff.
Like there was
while another guy flies the ship and another guy is putting out the fires and making sure the engineering stuff works. And
there was multiple times where I, as a pilot, if there's an on foot expedition that like some of your team members have to go out and go collect shit and go open doors and whatnot and do objectives. As the pilot, I was like, I'm going to stay with the ship and fix it while you guys are off doing that. That way, when you guys are done and you get back and we know that we're going to have to fight our way out of here, the ship will be tip top.
Be ready to go.
So that's kind of what I'm like, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to do this. I think a lot of people have that like main character issue, main characteritis, where they're like, I'm the main dude and I'm going to do everything. It's like, that's not this game. That's not this game.
No, their uniform should be red.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Red or gold or blue.
It's like, you fucking stay here. I'm going to go out there on the away mission and go do the things. Because I don't see it as like, everybody should have a role. I don't see it as like everybody's, playing their own game. It's like, it's supposed to be team-based. Now, the new ship, the one that they're offering, is very much a solo play style.
I have not seen the new ship yet.
I hate the new ship. Personally, I don't like it. I would rather solo in the Corvette, in the I think it's called a catamaran.
The original ship.
The original ship. I would rather solo in that. It feels more comfortable to me. The Dart is very much built for one man, maybe two at the most, because the ship layout, it's a little bit harder to get access to the outside of the ship. But when you're playing solo, you have Buddy. And Buddy doesn't, he goes out there and does all that shit for you.
So let me ask you this question. So just so everybody knows, I don't have a lot of time in the game yet.
I do.
But you're probably
I'm 15, like 17 hours
15, 20 hours in.
Yeah.
I'm 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just haven't had a chance to really get into the game like I wanted to this week so far. But that's going to change soon. But how do you get the second ship? What is the trick here? Is there a trick, or is it just you just kind of like find it automatically?
No. So they changed how things work as far as the credits and stuff. So each mission you go on, you get a certain amount of credits. And then you get extra credits for doing side missions, and you get extra credits for like bringing salvage back and stuff like that. It used to be where you would be able to go and buy upgrades for your ship with the credits.
Right.
They changed that now to where upgrades now come from completing specific missions.
Okay.
So when you go on a mission, you'll go and talk to the lady and she'll say, oh, hey, if you want to do X, you got to go out there and find this item and bring it back to me. So you have to specifically go and search for that mission. And then
greetings, adventurer. I need you to go out and get me 12 Logan berries from that bush that's being guarded by that swarm of minotaurs.
And in payment,
in that cave,
I'll give you this dope dagger.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
That's exactly it. She'll say, hey, I need this item, and it can only be found in this nebula. And then you go on the map and you find the nebula and you say, oh, I'm going to go to that mission. And you go to that mission and then you pick the route that gets you to that item. And then you bring the item back. And then she says, good job. Here's an upgrade. It's like that. So the new Dart is you go and find.
So you got to get some components.
Well, no, actually, you go and find the ship. And it's like broken and it's like fucked up and it's like floating out in space.
Like
and you got to like basically go and get the schematics for it and then bring it back to her and she'll rebuild it for you.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool. So that's how you get the second ship, and then there's a little like an iPad system at the hangar, excuse me, where you can go in there and you can look at white monster. You can go in there and you can look at all the different quests that you have picked out, and you can say, oh, this quest will get me this item, and I have to go to this portion of the map. So you go into the little map and you find that area, and then you go there and you pick the mission that has the item that you need, and you go do it. I don't know what they're going to use the credits for because I've got like 12,000 credits just sitting there. I don't have anything to do them with. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a later patch or some kind of a new content coming. So. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with it.
Spend it on cosmetics or something,
Something. Speaking of, there's a couple of things. I know that they have some quality of life changes and a new patch that dropped recently. There are little small upgrades and little criticisms that I have of the game. There's nothing game breaking, but it's like, hey, I'd really like to be able to change my point of view when I'm flying the ship. Maybe I want to have a cockpit view or something like that, or small changes like that I think would be cool. One of the cool things that I think would be awesome is if you have access to your ship when you're at the hangar. That's one of the major things. I would love to be able to go into the hangar, walk down to the ramp, and get in my ship, and make small changes. Play the little Tetris game with the power supply. Do all that kind of stuff. Hang out with the crew. Show new players where everything is. Have some time to kind of like hang out on my ship and get to know it a little bit more and do some customizations. That would be super fun. I don't know if that's ever coming down the road or if it's even possible.
I got the patch notes from today.
So you do? Oh, sweet.
And it's just, these are the real brief. Jumpspace first update patch notes on September 21st. Fix the crash when playing in Japanese, Ukrainian, Russian. Fix not being able to pick up a fire extinguisher on top shelves. Fix salvage missions to make sure they avoid spawning into other geometry. Fix some memory links and a bunch of various other fixes and tweaks.
Good.
That's literally what it says.
Fantastic.
Great. They're making some progress, man. So that's good. That's good.
I love it. I know they mentioned bringing voice chat into the game soon. That's not in the game yet, but it definitely needs to be. This is a very, very heavy communicating needs to be done in this game in order to make it work.
Utilize Discord servers.
They have a massive Discord server with all the voice channels you could possibly think of in there. Our Discord. Our Discord also has voice chats for JumpShip. So if you want to come to our place, saltynerd.discord.com, we have voice channels you can hang out, and we've got players who want to play the game.
And we'll add more if we need.
Yeah, if we need to add more, we'll add more.
Add them as we need them. So.
Not trying to steal people away from the official Discord, but we can.
But we're way cooler.
We're way cooler.
We're cooler.
There was something else I wanted to mention too, but I'm watching the gameplay footage on Steam right now. They got some kind of a live stream thing going, but yeah, man, this game is a ton of fun, and I think it's got a lot of room for growth and improvement, and I think we can add new things to it. I'd love to have a little bit more control over my ship. Speaking of, as a pilot, I spent a lot of time in the pilot seat. I find that the catamaran is a little overly responsive.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have a little bit of inertia. It feels better to fly something that has some weight to it. I feel like for a ship as big as it is, I'm freaking zooming around and I'm freaking turning left and right on a dime. It feels a little too arcadey, loosey-goosey for me. I would love it. And I don't know if a lot of people agree with me on this. I think I might be alone because I'm kind of a psycho, but if I can get this ship, I even turn the responsiveness down a little bit on the controls. I turned the sensitivity down because I wanted it to have a little bit more of a sluggish kind of freighter feel to it. The Dart, I can see that as being like some kind of a fighter where you can like zoom all over the place, and that makes sense to me. But this giant ship that's like 2 floors and you've got 4 people on it and a galley and you're hanging out and drinking beers with your buddies, like I wanted that to feel like it had some weight.
Yeah,
I think if they could make a slight change to the physics on that one, I think it would feel a lot more natural. That's just a personal thing. Let me know in the comments if you agree.
Is there not a way you can change that in your settings at all?
Like I said, I turn my sensitivity down so that when I turn the stick, it wouldn't just immediately freaking go to the left or right or whatever. But I don't know. We'll see.
I am kind of curious about the numbers for the game.
Talk to me.
So I pulled up Steam stats right now for Jumpspace. Currently, right now, there's 7,045 people in the game, which isn't a lot compared to games that we normally play. But for a little early access game, I feel that's pretty decent. It's got 86.48% approval rating on 2,000 reviews, and the last 24-hour peak was 13,709 players, with an all-time peak of 22,365, which I'll be honest with you, I feel like it's a little low because I feel like, wasn't there like over 1 million people that put this on their wish list.
The wish list was, I think it hit 1 million. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, there's a possibility that people just don't know it's out yet.
Really? You think?
Possibly, maybe.
So I feel like this launch is a little softer than what I was expecting.
The demo got a lot of hype.
The demo got a ton of hype.
Yeah, it caught my interest immediately.
Yeah,
I loved it. But no, I don't know.
I'm curious where this launch is at compared to what expectations were. Are they happy? Are they disappointed? Is it fine? Is it enough for them to make enough money to keep going?
They did say that, yes.
You know,
because I was like snooping around the official Discord, and they were like, "We hit our milestone that we wanted to hit. We've got enough money now to move forward, and we can start adding things and growing the game and finishing and polishing it up." And I'm like, "Oh, fantastic!"
Because I was looking through some of like the stream channels, you know, like on Kick and stuff, and the Jumpspace streamers like way low, way low, and I was just kind of surprised. So I'm not trying to be a bummer here or anything, because
I know,
but I was just shocked at how few people are playing compared to some of these other ancient ass games that people have been playing for forever. You know, it's like, it's new, man. It runs great.
Yeah,
check it out. Go play this game. So
yeah, it's only $20.
$20.
It's super polished. I have a great time every time I jump in.
It's not big. It's not a big file size.
No, it's like 20 gigs or something. It's
like
nothing crazy.
I think it was 17 for me.
Yeah.
And some of the other guys are reporting that it was even less for them.
Which is weird. Mine said 7.
Yeah.
I don't know why it said 7, but it did. Maybe that was like maybe an update or something that I got. But no, man, I've been having a great time with it. There's a couple of quality of life things I'd love for them to mess with, but it's like week 1. I'm not going to stress about it. And
is it in the outline that you're looking for?
The outline? What do you mean? In the roadmap that
roadmap? Yeah. They have a roadmap.
They do have a roadmap.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
Imagine. No, it's more just personal preferences. Like, there's a couple of the UI things like I feel like are a little bit too in your face. I'd love to have the ability to customize what I see as a user interface. Like, I want to basically almost turn the HUD off. Maybe just have a crosshair and a couple other things. But like when I'm flying out in space.
Yeah, but you, my friend, you are a minimalist.
I'm a minimalist.
When it comes to a lot of these things.
Like, I don't necessarily want to be aware of where all of my shipmates are unless I need to be. Like if I can just put a scan out, like, oh, okay, my guy's flying over there. I don't want to have like their name tag floating around my screen at all times. And I don't want to know where my, like, the icon for where your ship is sometimes is bigger than your ship, which is like, get that shit off my screen. But that's just me. This is just all personal preference stuff. Like the whole, like, the physics behind how you fly the ship, the user interface, this is all personal preference. I would like the ability to customize that a little bit, but that's something that can be added down the road if possible. The foundation of the game is a ton of fun. I love playing it. The team dynamic, if you have a good squad, you're having a blast. If you have a bad squad, you're gonna fucking fail.
Yeah. You gotta have good teammates, guys. Yeah. So
that's the biggest thing. If you jump in with a random and they ask you to be, hey, can you be my engineer? Fucking be the engineer. Just sit your ass in the freaking bay and fix the problems that pop up.
Just do it.
Just don't, unless you need to go outside the ship, don't go outside the ship. Like, that's the kind of shit that bothers me. It's like, oh, hey, man, I'm going to be your engineer. And then like 30 seconds in, they're flying around taking fighters out. I'm like, the fuck are you? Get the fuck back in the ship, man. There's a fire. I am burning to death.
Yeah.
Because that does happen.
Yeah.
Like, if you get boarded by the enemies, which they can, if you're in a higher difficulty, you will get boarded by these robots.
That's
bro,
awesome.
It's fucking intense. You'll be in there trying to like fix something, and all of a sudden there's just like this chicken walker coming at you, and you're freaking shooting that while you're putting out a fire, and they can kill the pilot.
Wow.
Like, they'll walk up and kill the pilot because he's flying the ship. He can't see.
Yeah.
And he'll be dead, and then your ship will just stop because your pilot's dead. And then all the fighters and stuff will just first start hammering on you. It is essential to have a good team, for sure. Okay. Also, I'd like to be able to keep my gnomes.
Yes.
The fact that they disappear every time I go back and forth between the hangars, kind of a bummer.
Yeah, a little continuation between.
Yeah.
As you advance, you should be able to keep some of the stuff.
I want to keep them. I want to have a shelf of just gnomes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's stupid. Doesn't add.
My understanding is the ship resets between missions.
Yes.
And if you had something on your person,
You'll keep it.
You'll keep it.
Right.
But the stuff that you have on your storage shelves and your shipping stuff will not.
Yes.
And I don't like that.
I don't like that
that's
either.
Crap.
I think if I want to have like a weapons rack on my ship.
Yeah.
Where, okay, I've got a sniper, I've got an SMG, I've got a shotgun, I've got a regular. I want to have them racked up on my ship, and I want to be able to keep them from mission to mission.
Sure.
I feel like that is essential. Like if I'm out there and I'm risking my ass to collect cool ass weapons and stuff, I want to be able to keep them. I don't want to have to go out there and find new weapons every time.
You know, if you're out there and you find a weapon that's better than the one you have,
then scrap it.
Then swap them out.
Yeah.
You know.
That's stuff that I would love to see changed. But, you know.
Go down the street to Arrowhead and talk about sway and you know, and all this other nonsense.
I do think the mechanics behind some of the gun mechanics feel super simple.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
That doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, okay.
That's just the kind of game this is.
Yeah, it's a little arcadey.
This isn't Call of Duty in space. This is not that kind of game. Yeah, so
I kind of want it to be. I don't know. I kind of feel like a little bit more realism. With,
maybe some more.
Yeah, a little bit more realism with the ship mechanics and the first person shooter.
But I don't want him to get too much into.
No, nothing crazy. I'm not looking for anything crazy. I just a little bit more of like, I don't know, a little bit more polished.
I don't need the autist in our Discord start bringing out spreadsheets and stuff about
the bullet drop on this gun.
The bullet drop and the sway and the freaking the wind resistance.
No, man, we're shooting laser guns, bro. I don't care about that.
Pew, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
That's what you get. That's exactly what you get in this game. All right, well, that's it for Hypercast 3. This is the initial reaction to playing the game for a little bit as its first week of official release.
Yeah.
Very much looking forward. Wow, I've never seen that enemy before. That's freaking cool looking.
Wow. Squirrel.
I can't wait to get deeper into the game, deeper into the story. I've progressed a little bit, and the story's kind of growing a little bit, but I'd like more. Give me more.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, we're just getting started.
Yep.
We're on week 1.
Cool.
Week 1 is just wrapping up. So
the jetpack's awesome. The grappling hooks are awesome.
Yeah.
The catamaran is the freaking best ship in the game. I don't really care for the Dart personally, but yeah, this game.
I'll give you my impression of the Dart next week when I have one. So okay.
All right, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for watching the Hypercast. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about this probably every week at this point. Now
for a while.
I'm definitely going to be putting some hours into it and having some fun.
I'm not going to commit to a weekly Hypercast, but we will produce these as they are relevant. So, yeah. You okay there?
I'm going to do it without you.
No, you won't.
All right, guys. Signing off. See you next time.